What's up, everybody? I'm Robert.
And I'm Tammy.
And we're the Farmville Pickers. And welcome to our barn. The barn. Actually, we're outside because we're trying to catch that beautiful sunset.
It's going down fast.
It's going down fast. It's funny how most of the sunsets that we have are just absolutely beautiful out the backside of our house. We love it. Now it's time to go to the barn. And now we can say, welcome to our barn. Okay, so with today's video, we're going to take another step in the inventory piece. And that is going to be to show you how we do our inventory. Between the pools that we have, which actually we have 39 total for the 3 days and $1,752. But today we're gonna only do 20 of those, and then tomorrow we'll come back and do the rest and have another topic.
Yep.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get started.
Well, let's get started. It's getting dark outside.
It is. Okay. So let's start at the bottom, the oldest order. And the first one is going to be location 104, Simpsons, Itchy and Scratchy.
Itchy and Scratchy, and number 104. Oh, look what's right here. That's right on the front, isn't it, babe? Mm-hmm. Have you looked? Okay, I think that's it. Itchy and Scratchy.
Got a big hammer.
Yeah, he's got a big hammer and a hatchet or some type of axe or something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that.
It's a cat and a mouse. So, yeah. It's like they were not being very nice to one another, probably. Okay, how much did that one go for?
$15.
$15. Okay, what's next?
Next is, in 117, is a Starbucks Christmas tree ornament. It's a red cup with a silver lid. 117, so it's going to be in the bin right there to your right.
Okay, right here.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it like a plaid one?
Yep.
Okay.
It is.
That's another one that looks bigger in the picture.
Yeah.
Picture looks big, but
it's just a tiny little ornament. That's really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm. All right, and how much was the ornament?
$11.99.
Perfect. And what's next?
Okay, next is a Barbie on AF 100. I believe it's on this side.
This side?
And it's going to be Ruby Romance. She's got on a red dress with a black bow and polka dots.
Ruby Romance.
Yeah. That's a pretty one. That's the first time we've sold that one.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the Barbie lots we've had, that's first I've seen that one.
Too. And how much did it go for?
$18.99.
$18.99. All right.
Okay. Next is a beautiful gray signature with the blue trim Coach purse.
Yeah, and that was a decent one. How much was that one sold for?
$109.99.
$109.99.
It's a little lower than what I like to sell them, but once I got it home, I saw some damage that you just can't always see from the pictures.
Right. So you have to price it accordingly.
Yep.
Okay, and the last one before we get into our first.
AF 88 Barbie on the opposite side is going to be movie star. Award-winning movie star Barbie.
Superstar or movie star?
Superstar, sorry.
Superstar, okay. Because I see a superstar.
Yeah. That'd be her with her pretty pink dress.
All right. So, and how much did that one go for?
$85.
$85.
I wasn't expecting that when I looked up.
Okay. So we can say that's probably a bolo, right? Yeah. Award-winning movie star. That's where she got that from. Superstar Barbie. So if you see this one out and about, definitely worth picking up. A lot of times you find them at yard sales or such, and people kind of know what they're, what they're worth, but
It's definitely,
that's one, if somebody wants $15 for it, you pay it, right?
it's definitely worth looking up Barbies when you're at yard sales, even if they're asking $10, $15, because you never know when you could have one. I mean, there's a perfect example. That one's 85 and the one behind it's 18. So it's always good to look them up.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about how we do our physical inventory. So the important part is to know where you're starting. So if you're not going to start right at the beginning, AF1, and work your way around, then at least mark your spot as to where you're starting, because you're not going to be able to get it all done in one day. That way you can make sure all locations get counted.
Right, okay. So what are we going to have for the example today? Have you?
Yeah, today we are going to have, I'm going to go back to the bin that we pulled in the last video.
Okay, because it was the lightest, okay.
Yeah, AF38.
That makes sense to do that.
So I'm just going to grab one for an example, but so there's our example bin, and we're going to pull a few more orders, and then I'm going to start showing you how I actually would verify what's in the bin.
Dig in. Okay. What is next then?
Okay, next is a Bart
Another
Simpson.
Bart. Is that the same one?
Yep.
With the skateboard?
In 70. Yep. You got it memorized as to where they're at.
I do know where that one's at. Yep. So maybe not so much on that. How big is that one?
It's about the same size as that one you got right there, but that's not him, I don't think.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, I see a couple smaller homers in here.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, good.
Here it is. It's in the bag.
Great.
Okay. So it's not always easy to find.
No. Does he have an, oh, let me see. He's supposed to have,
Oh, it doesn't have a skateboard on it,
he's
though.
supposed to have an orange shirt on.
Oh, orange shirt. Okay.
Let's see. I hope I didn't miscount. Oh, there he is. Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Still in the bag, but just with an orange shirt. And a skateboard. And that's another one of those burger. It says it right there on the bag. Burger King Corporation.
Just a little quick tip. When we first started, one of us would pull and the other one would ship, and we didn't verify each other. And a couple of times we would ship the wrong thing. As you saw, it was very close,
Right.
but it wasn't exactly right. So now we do the process of one person pulls it, and then we both look at it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it's right. And since we've started doing that, we have cut down on so many shipping the wrong items.
Yeah.
I mean, it still happens on occasion, but much less.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Good deal.
Next,
nice.
oh, sorry, he was $9.
$9.
He was the last one.
Good.
Okay, and next in 46, we have a Harry Potter lot.
Okay.
So this is left from the toy store buy, and we've sold a lot of it, and there wasn't a whole lot left, so I just kind of lotted it up.
Okay. You just put it all in this bag?
Yep.
Okay.
That's kind of what I do is when, you know, I've sold stuff and then the remainder is just not moving, because every time you buy a lot, there's going to be some things that just aren't as desirable.
Yeah.
So then after it's been in the store for a while, I'll bundle it up, and then generally it'll move that way.
Well, that's what we were talking about the other day, about whenever you buy in lots, you get better pricing first and foremost.
Yep.
But then you have to take everything, even the least expensive to the best. So
yeah, because in here, let me show you the picture real quick. See a lot of these little things, they're just a little gemstone or whatever, and these just weren't, none of those sold individually.
Right.
And I tried them at lots of different prices, and you can even see originally they were only $3.99. So I kind of added them with these couple of items up here just to kind of get it to move a lot.
Yeah, good stuff. And how much did that go for?
$28.
$28.49. Nice little lot for somebody. Could actually be a reseller.
Could be.
Picking up. And that's something that maybe, you know, the other day we spoke about our favorite places
To source.
To source.
Yep.
And I wonder, because here lately, I'm going to turn this around for just a second. So here lately, we've been getting a lot of really lowball offers on eBay. And I just wonder how many resellers out there source from other resellers on eBay and try to get them to go down on their price, because we don't. I mean, we look at it as if it was us, would we want to cut our price in half or even 66%? Because there's been a lot of ones that just offer a really small amount.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, it's just something to think about. If you got thoughts on that, or if you do that, let us know in the comments. Okay.
All right. Next is a pretty good sale on AF11. It is a air mattress. We got some bowls up there on top. Do I need to get the stool?
Here's what I want to do. Is those bowls?
They're nesting. There's bowls inside the bowls.
Okay.
Here, let me get on the stool and grab them down out of your way.
Yeah. If you can just put the bowls over on top of the models, maybe. We can pull this. Oh gosh, that's heavy.
It is very heavy.
Okay. That's kind of hard to do it one-handed. Thank you. Have I told you lately that you're the best?
Thank you. You're silly. Okay.
It's real though. It's the truth.
Oh, I've been waiting on that one to go for a while. It's just taking up a lot of space. And I even had it as low as $50, trying to get it out of the store. And look what it sold for. $123.
$123.
So that's a lesson learned on me. Patience.
There could be another
Patience
bolo, right?
is something I struggle with.
That's big time right there. Good stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Next is another little lot I just put together in 36, and it's going to be souvenir spoons.
Souvenir spoons. Who does souvenir spoons out there?
First, I listed them individually, and do you think I sold any?
Not a one.
No.
Not a one. And these are ones that 100% of the time I would not pick these up at a yard sale.
No, they just came from the basement buy.
Yeah. So that's another one, just like the Harry Potter stuff earlier. Those are in the same boat. We bought a lot, and we took everything that they had.
But we want to try to squeeze as much as we can out of it. And there's some things that when we buy big lots like that, I just put on Facebook and I say free, and then people that need it come and get it.
Right.
If there's things that I don't feel are sellable, like if they're opened and they just don't, look new enough, because we try to only list things that, are in really good condition. But if there's things that are still usable, then we'll list them as free on Facebook, and people come and get them immediately.
And again, the biggest piece out there is just to realize that sometimes in order to get the price and get the great price, you got to take everything. And,
sometimes you got to wear yourself out making 100 trips.
That's right.
But it's worth it in the end.
That is right.
Because you sell an air mattress for $123.
No doubt, because both of those come from the basement buy.
Yeah, exactly.
But how much did the spoons sell for? How many was in that bag?
How many spoons? 13, and 13. They sold for $27. So
I mean, that's not bad. $2 a piece plus,
Not bad.
I'll take it. Okay, what's next?
Okay, next over here in AF113 is Kershaw Speed Safe Enthusiast Pack of Knives. So it has like a beige handled knife on top and a black one on the bottom, and it says Speed Safe Enthusiast. Do I need to bring the bin down?
Oh, here's one.
Yep.
Speed Safe.
Perfect.
Yep, that's it. So this was part of the knife buy. I thought that they would go a lot faster than what they've gone. Yeah. But they were great to have for fourth quarter.
I think they'll still go for Christmas.
Yeah. And how much did they go for?
$47 and $49.
$47.49. If you know Kershaw's an expensive, good brand. And to get 2 Kershaw knives for $47, that's a great deal. Yeah. It's a great deal. All right. So that's the number 2 that we're going through. It's your turn again. What's up with the next part of the inventory?
So I selected my bin, brought it up to my station. So next thing I'm going to do is go to my eBay selling.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to listings, and this will bring up all your listings.
Let me get on the other side. Don't click too fast. Okay.
And then if you go down and search by your bin number, sorry, AF38 is my bin number. That's going to bring up everything in the bin.
Okay, so
So I'm going to take everything out. That's how I do it.
take everything out of the bin. That's what I was going to be next. My question: do you take everything out and then, as you check them off of what's in stock, put them back in the bin?
Because if I try to just look around and go, yes, that's there yet, I've tried that, and then I get all confused. So it's easier for me to just say everything's coming out.
Yes.
Okay. So now I've got an empty bin.
So you get down to an empty bin, and
now I'm going to add it back in the same order that it is here. So the first thing.
Do we need to go ahead and move on to the next 5?
Oh, we can, yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and add them back.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so let's go back to orders real quick.
Okay.
We sold something.
Okay. I just bought that yesterday. Remember I said it was a Christmas wallet, and you said, no, honey, that's a sailor wallet.
Yeah.
I thought it was Christmas.
Looks more of a nautical type. Yeah.
And I even learned that from our son, Robert. I put the word nautical.
Nautical. Yeah, and it sold quickly. Huh?
Did.
Sweet.
Okay.
You guys will see that on tomorrow's video.
Okay. Let me get back down to where we were real quick. Help me out. Knives.
The knives.
Okay, AF86
On this side is a Kentucky
University Barbie.
University of Kentucky Wildcats. These generally go pretty well too. We've got 2 of these.
Yeah.
And they're both exactly the same, right? Okay, good. Yeah, these collegiate ones are generally, or university Barbies are generally very good. They sell pretty quick because a lot of the fans of the schools really support their teams. Good stuff. How much did that one sell for?
$18.99.
$18.99. Another good one. What's next?
Okay, next is a Madame Alexander doll, Flower Girl, and she's on 39.
Okay. Yeah, 39 will be this one.
In a blue box.
Oh, it's in the middle.
Probably in the middle.
What's the name of it?
Wisteria Flower Girl 30370.
Maybe just bring both of them over here and let me take a look.
Sometimes
It's not
easy to
identify it from the outside of the box. I had a couple from that buy that I
found that.
they were in a different box.
Okay, let's just
Open them and look.
Oh, and she's tied down, so she's in the right box.
Flower Girl.
That looks like her.
Wisteria Flower Girl.
Okay.
So and she's tied down and everything, but it has a
different. That's so weird. It has the only thing I can think is
they must have took this whole thing out and put it back into the
Yeah,
wrong
and
one.
they put it back in the wrong box, probably.
Okay.
Okay, good deal.
But
that is the right one.
All right, we'll put this one back down here. So that's another thing whenever you talk about inventory. So I was just looking at these 2 things right here because the other day, you remember I had to move these things up.
We did not put them back.
And I did not put them back.
Yep, that is
so that's
correct.
another critical piece to to keeping your inventory straight. Because if I was to go and look for those, of course they're on the shelf right above it, but I wouldn't go directly to that shelf side.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. She sold for $16. And one thing I want to mention on the Madame Alexanders, if I haven't already, is don't be afraid to look at those if you see them at garage sales, because I have some that sell for $50 and then some that sell for $15. So there's a wide range out there.
Right, right.
Okay, next thing is AF39, and this is Star Trek. Let's see.
Bad Batch Clone.
Yeah,
Which number is it?
These ones that don't have numbers on them.
Is it 38?
Oh,
39 is the bin.
yes. But it says Star Wars The Bad Batch on it.
Okay. Gonna have to dig for this one.
And he's got a helmet up in the right-hand corner with
Yellow eyes in it.
You know what? I need to bring that one over
I
here.
think that
was it. That's it. The yellow eyes.
Yes? Okay.
Yep.
Good.
And did you show him how many of the Star Wars was left in that bin?
So, yeah, I mean, I guess they kind of saw it. I didn't really count them.
There's
2,
several
4,
left
6,
in there
8.
still.
We've got 8.
And we had made a large
buy of them. I can't remember
how many. There might have been, 100.
Yeah.
And these just have not been selling.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've had all the others. So the other day I thought,
Why are these still sitting around? So I looked them up and
either comps fell off on them or I just priced them too high. So I readjusted all the prices on what was left to what they're selling at, and immediately I sold 2.
Yeah.
So
just if you have stuff sitting, double check yourself. Look at see if the comps have changed or if maybe you made a mistake when you listed.
Right. And how much did that sell for?
$14.99, and I had it listed at $24.99.
Okay. And it was on 5%, got $14.24?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
Yep. Okay, next on AF70 is the Mr. Burns.
See, that was on the back side, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I thought I seen the Burns back there.
It's going to be the bigger, longer box. Right there in the middle. Yeah, one of those.
No, that's
that's Homer.
that's Homer and Bart there.
So Mr. Burns?
I think he's on the other
You think
side.
he's on the other side? Oh, he's not quite as big a box. You are right. He's like yeah.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, he's just sitting on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw him sitting there
He's just chilling on the floor.
just chilling. Chilling like a villain. Mr. Burns.
At least he's up off the floor now.
Yeah.
See, even with our inventory management system, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But it sure helps.
No doubt.
Okay, $18.99 on that.
$18.99 for that one. That's a pretty good size one too. So that's a good price.
I was thinking it was one of those bigger ones. Okay, AF64 is Scout Leader.
Okay.
It's going to be one of the smaller ones.
All right. All right, 64. There is a lot in this one. Scout Leader Flanders. I found it. There it is. What do you think about that? I found it.
Hey, all right.
Scout Leader Flounders. Okay.
$8.
$8. That was almost not worth the work I had to go through to find it.
We're chipping away. But again, just like you said earlier, you got to take the big with the small.
That's it.
Or the small with the big. I said that backwards.
All right, so that is 5, right?
Yes.
We can go on to the next level.
Yep. So now what I'm going to do is I went back to the screen that showed me what is in my bin location.
Okay.
So the first thing is going to be the Ariel Mermaid bank. So I'm going to take her and put her in the bin.
Yep, you can just call them out and I'll go through them.
Okay.
What's next?
Next, another thing you want to look at is how many quantity do you have. So next is the Darth Maul bank, and we have 2 Darth Maul banks.
And it showed us 2?
Yep.
It's in the system as 2? Okay, so there's 1. And there's the second one.
Okay.
Man, those are so cool too. It's amazing that they are not selling.
Okay, next is the Michigan Frog, and we should have 3.
top hat, top hat, top hat. There are 3 of them in that bag. Okay, next.
One Build-A-Bear, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
Yeah, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca Build-A-Bear. That's a good one. Okay, and next.
And you know me and my lots. Next is a lot of Transformers.
Transformer lot.
That one I got sucked in because this cute little boy was standing on the side of the road just with his toys.
So we got to talk about that. So there's a lot of community sales. That's generally where I see these at.
Yeah.
So that you go through and you got just one little table out there and the child has their toys or whatever on it, and the parent is, trying to teach them, if you want to get something, you got to get rid of something to get money for it. Great. I love it. So whenever we see it, we tend to get pulled in on things like that. Yeah, it is what it is. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because, we're helping somebody else too. We're helping a little kid.
Exactly.
So, okay, next.
Okay, next is the Big Bird Bank.
Okay.
Just one, quantity 1.
Big Bird Bank. Okay, and next.
And Tigger Bank, quantity 1.
And a Tigger. All right, so we got that. And we got 3 things remaining.
Yep. So that's everything that showed in our location.
Oh.
That's it.
So we got things that have either fallen off of eBay or something's going on with these.
Yep. So we will pull the last 5 orders and then we'll investigate what's going on here.
Okay, so that's the last piece, is investigating if you happen to find things that are not listed.
Yep.
Or things that are listed
you are correct.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, let me go back to the orders, and we left off with the Scout Leader, right? Okay. Where are you? Okay, so next is AF94 right here beside me, and this is a lot of Christmas Barbies.
Okay, so we got the Holiday Hostess. You want to?
Okay. And then the personal sweater one.
Okay.
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 Here we go. Lot of 4.
And okay. So we got a lot of 4. How much did those sell for?
$59.99.
Ooh, $59.99. That's not bad. That's $15 a piece.
Yeah, the smaller Barbies generally don't go for as much. When you look at Barbies, if you compare the size of the box, sometimes that's the difference. Not always.
Just a question: is that a best practice to do that? Is it something that you've found that probably won't sell if you don't do that? Or
you can always, if you're looking at a lot of Barbies and say there's 100 Barbies, one of my questions always is how many of them are the smaller boxes? Because you can pretty much guarantee that those are going to sell for roughly around $10.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more.
Right.
So if you're offering $8 per Barbie for the lot, then everyone that's in the smaller boxes, by the time you pay your eBay fees, you're just breaking even.
Yeah.
So when we went to Kentucky, the gentleman called me and he says, "What questions do you have?" And I said, "I really have mainly 2 questions. One, how many are the smaller boxes?" So he gave me a count of those. And then another question I had is, how many of them are Avon Barbies? And I don't know if I can find one to show you or not. Yeah, it's going to be in a box like this one doesn't say Avon. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Little Debbie. Here's these. This was made by Avon.
Oh, it actually says Avon on it.
And it's going to be the same thing with this boxed Barbie here, just from experience.
Yeah, it's just got Avon. Okay, I gotcha.
These don't sell well, and a lot of times I have to sell them for $8 or less. So I always want to know how many of these are in the batch.
So is the Little Debbie one Avon too?
No, I think that one.
No, it's not. Okay.
So those, those just from me learning.
Those are the ones that are going to be less,
Yep.
have less sell-through, or probably less sell-through and less price on them, right?
Yeah, so your money's going to be in your larger size Barbies.
Okay, good deal.
Okay.
We got $59.99 out of that set. Okay, what's next?
All right, next is AF67. It's going to be High School Prom. And I think it's one of the flat, longer ones,
Yeah.
it looks like.
67. Here. You said prom?
Yep, high school prom.
Oh, bowling alley. Right there it is, high school prom. Oh, I knocked something off.
That's how the other one got on the floor. Because sometimes when you push, they fall out the other side.
I'll have to get that one. I'm gonna leave it right where it's at, and we'll figure out where it goes. Okay. Okay. How much did the prom?
$15.99.
$15.99.
Because that one's got battery corrosion.
All right.
Okay, next is another Simpson on AF75 on this side, and it's going to be Quickie Mart.
I think Quickie Mart was on this side. I think. Okay.
Here it is, over
Maybe
here.
you were right again. Dadgummit. There it is. Quick. All right, we'll go right back over here.
Okay.
All right, there it is. Quickie Mart. Okay, and how much did the Quickie Mart stuff for?
$15.99.
$15.99.
Okay, next is an item from the closet, and it's a lot of 2 leggings.
Okay. What brand are those?
Huck.
Huck? Okay.
Yep. New with tags, but just didn't have a lot of lookers. Had them for a while, so I took an offer of 15 each.
Yeah, Huck is a decent brand, so.
Just didn't get a lot of viewers on them.
All right, is that number 20?
One more.
One more.
So Star Wars Black and AF39.
Costco Reeves.
And he's got, I think it's a she. She's got blue suit and an orange belt. And actually on her box it says Star Wars The Mandalorian. Gosh, remember when we had several bins of these, how hard it was to find? I hope it's actually here. Oh, there she is.
I grabbed the exact one. I don't know how I did that.
Well, you said it was a girl, and I didn't see that one's being a girl because the mask was on. So
Yeah.
I just went right by it. Okay.
All right, that is number 20.
All right. So now, what is the last piece
Of the inventory.
of the inventory?
Okay, so the last piece.
We have 2 items left. This and then quantity 2 of the poo.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my listings. This will give me all listings.
Okay. Let's get back over here.
And these
Back to
are
listings.
Marie Osmond aprons. So I'm going to
Type in Marie.
and see what comes up. Okay. And there they are. There are the aprons. A whole bag full of them.
Okay.
And the location is
Is AF36.
So would you change the location there, or would you just go ahead and put them in AF36 if there's room?
I usually just put them in AF36 if
There's room.
Okay. Okay.
So I just put them where they're supposed to be.
Okay. And there's definitely room. So
Yep.
Okay. Good deal.
So I probably just put it in the bin below. Okay, so next we have a poo figurine set.
Yeah.
So I'm going to type in poo. And the only thing that comes up is keychains
and a piggy bank.
So it is not in our store.
I can also try
So I remember them being in our store at one point. Can you? It may be under figurine.
and it's not there.
And the reason why I know it's not there is because I personally unlisted them. I just put them in there to show an example for the. So I knew I had a problem in there.
Okay.
So I know they're not listed in our store. They were down here
and the stuff that needs to be listed.
Okay, so if you were to find them, which you had me fooled.
Yep.
So what you would do is move them to a bin of unlisted stuff.
Yep.
Like we have down here, or things that we find that have fallen off or whatever that looks like.
Yep.
And then relist it.
Yep, you are correct.
Good stuff. Well, that's a good process. So can you go through all 4 steps for us?
Yep, I sure can. So the first step is to determine where you're going to start, and then map out how you're going to go, and then track your progress so you know where you've left off and where to start again, because it'll probably take you, depending upon how much inventory you have, it will take you a while to get through it. And then the next step is to bring up your bin, empty your bin out, look up what is supposed to be in that location in eBay, and then start from the top and work your way down to the bottom, putting things back into the bin, being cautious of how many quantities, because your quantity could be off too. That's another thing you're checking.
Right.
And then once you've gone through the whole list of what's in eBay for that bin, whatever's left on your counter, then you have to do some investigation. You have to go back to all your listings and search by name. And if it comes up, then you need to see what location it's supposed to be in. And you have 2 choices. You can either change it to the location of the bin you have here, or you can go put it into the correct location if there's room.
Right. So just like with the Marie Osmond, that went on in the box that was just above it. So chances are we pulled that out of 36, and to get it out of the way, we dropped it into that one, and it just didn't move it back.
Yeah, or maybe I just put it there so that there would be something wrong for the inventory.
Oh, you did that too?
Well, I couldn't bring it up here and have it be perfect.
Well, okay.
Because I just did the full inventory in here, so I knew it was going to be hard to find anything wrong.
I got you. Okay.
So yeah, I wanted it to be a good example.
Yeah.
So then the next thing, I put those back where they belonged. And then the next item I also searched, and
I did not find it in our store, so then that goes down here to the bin of needs listed. You got to use a little bit of caution in that, though, because I have sometimes searched by name, and if you have it spelled wrong or something of that nature. So if you know about what price you listed at, you could also sort your store by price and just kind of scan through to see if you see it in there that way.
Right. Just do your due diligence.
Yeah.
One other thing that you could do is whenever you go into like your listing one, if you take a picture of it in the eBay, it may pull up your store if that happens to be. Yeah.
I have had that happen. Yes. So you can scan it in the Google Lens, and sometimes it'll bring up in your eBay store too.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, good stuff. Well, that's the last piece of the inventory. So we'll have to find something else to go into as far as our topic goes for tomorrow. Yep. But hopefully you guys liked what we did, and hopefully it was a help. And at this point, are you ready to say we're done?
We are.
All right. So we have 25 things over here to get packed up, or actually 20 things over here to get packed up. And then we'll come back at you tomorrow. You got anything else to say?
If you have any questions of anything I might have brushed over too quick, or something I might have left out, just put a comment down in the chat.
Yeah, put a comment in the chat, and we'll answer it.
Yep.
So, and as always, we're trying to grow our channel, so every like, every subscribe, and every comment helps. We thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.